Jake, dude, how you been, man?
I've been great, man. How have you been?
Oh, life is great. Welcome. Good to see your face again. It's the
You
Pop and
did you as
Positivity
well.
Podcast. You know what we're all about. Whitney Reynolds is here. We go back all the way back to when did you come by Chicago? That was like springtime, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a while back. We were just talking about it. Yeah, it was such a sick time.
Man, well,
It
you've
doesn't quit.
a lot has happened since then for you, my friend. We're still broskies, so there's still that. But
Absolutely.
damn, dude, like golden hour. Like, did you expect this? Because it is next level. This song is blowing up. I get text messages when I play it on the radio, like, yo, what is this song? I need to know more. Like, talk about what this song has meant to you and just the reaction that you've got from people that are loving it.
Man, it's been insane. I mean, I've said this a few times, like this was my favorite song that I had made. And I went on record saying that before anything happened with the song. And so, when I put it out, my managers and my label were like, yeah, we don't really think it's like a single really, but I think it's a good song. So let's just put it out. But to me, I just felt like it was such a special record. And so we had tried out some different videos and stuff like that, and then there was just this one video that kind of connected the dots for people where I played it for my old piano teacher. And to me, like it was the perfect combination of everything. Like it was such a sentimental moment for me to be able to do that, but then for that to be the one to really push it into the stratosphere, it was just really dope. So I couldn't ask for a better situation. I love the song. It blew up the way that I wanted it to. So it's so amazing.
What is the genius behind your creativity? Because I keep thinking, I mean, obviously you're an artist that has this special gift that connects with people, but I want to know, like, how do you even connect those big dots to create something like that?
For me, I mean, it's all about, the creativity. Don't, box yourself in, because nobody ever wanted to listen to a copycat. Everyone wants to feel individualistic, and they want their artists to be the same way. And so for me, I always go into the studio, and especially now more than ever, just with the confidence that I have from Golden Hour doing so well, I always felt like that song was, a little bit forward leaning, a little bit outside the box. But to know that people want to hear that, people are ready for that. And, it just kind of confirmed that for me. But I think it's, creativity with the combination of great songwriting. And for me, I've been just a student of the craft for a long time now. I've been writing since I was about 14, and, written a little over 1,000 songs now. And so for me, just knowing what makes a song great, just being analytical, but then when I get into the studio, just allowing inspiration to flow, I feel like that combination has helped me to make the best songs I've made.
Where do you keep all of these written songs? Are they on like old school, like the yellow pad? Are they in a notebook? Are they on your phone? Are they on a laptop? Where, like, what's the best way that you write? Like, what's the most efficient way that you can jot down what's in your head to paper?
Yeah, to me, I mean, when I say 1,000 songs, I would consider a song to be a chorus, maybe a pre-chorus and a verse, like melody reference, basically anything that I could take from one piece into a full song in like less than an hour. Like I would call that a song. And so I don't waste my time really finishing everything. But for me, I just, whenever I'm in the studio, I love just going into the studio and creating like 2 or 3 ideas. And I'll go in and I'll produce out just, if I had a melody idea, I'll just kind of produce around it, or a lyric, I'll just, build the song around that and let it all flow from there. And I started off as just a producer. And so I produced this entire last album all by myself, and I wrote it all with my brother. And so, yeah, that's kind of my efficient way of doing things. I try to pump out a lot of music.
Well, I love what you said a minute ago about owning your creativity and the inspiration behind it. And everybody's not looking for the same old, same old. Is that the words of wisdom you would have for the youth and kids that are young dreamers like you were? I mean, your career has just been up and to the right so fast. What would you say to the kid that's, trying to write songs and, wondering if they will connect one day with people?
Yeah, I would always say just, you know, put your head down. Don't focus on what anybody else thinks. Just focus on the craft. Focus on writing a lot of songs. I don't think anyone's born an amazing songwriter. I think every great songwriter has really worked at it and practiced and written a lot of songs. And, you know, some people start earlier than others, but, you know, you can have a naturally great ear, but if you don't put in the work to, you know, learn how songs are structured, you know, what typically has worked in the past and now, you know, stretching the bounds into the future, I feel, you know, a lot of up and coming writers, the thing that they need to hear is like, hey, just keep writing songs, keep going, write more, write them better, you know, put your heart and soul into them. And I think, you know, that's how I got to, you know, where I'm at. And that's how I'd encourage everybody else to do it.
Yeah, I love the songwriting aspect of it because it's so important. And by the way, it's longevity because way down the road, you're still going to be making money off Golden Hour, cha-ching, because that's your song. But I want to know from you, if you could write a song with one other person in any genre, who would that person be?
Oh, this is definitely a tough question because there's so many people. But I have always been the biggest fan of hip hop music. I just love, you know, the way the music makes me feel. You know, I make pop music, but it definitely gets influenced a lot of times because I do make hip hop songs as well, and I'll probably be releasing some stuff that leans there soon. But for me, one of my biggest inspirations growing up was I would say the old Kanye, but then Drake as well.
Ooh.
For me, I would love to work with Drake one day and, you know, just make something. I really just love his style, and, you know, it's showing my age. I'm only 21, but yeah, he's a big inspiration of mine.
I love
Going
it.
all the way back, Whitney, all the way
I
back to
know.
Drake.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little old over here. I mean, but I love Drake. I mean, I could see you doing that for sure. So speaking of being 21, I mean, I can't even imagine being at the level you are at 21. What did you do to celebrate your 21st birthday?
Man, for me, I still haven't moved out of my hometown. I'm in Rhode Island, and it's the smallest state, and I really just, you know, have such deep connections with my family and friends. And so on my 21st birthday, I just went out to eat with some of my friends, hung out, and, you know, just spent time with all of them. And I couldn't really ask for much more. And, you know, that's the reason why I haven't left either, is just I have such a strong community here. And so I'm really looking forward to the holidays where I'll spend Thanksgiving and Christmas here. I just love it. So
Well,
it's
you
great.
sound just like super humble in the fact of like you're just like living literally step by step. What are the moments like whenever you actually step out and you're out of your hometown on a major stage, 6 million followers? Like, how has that been for you to adjust?
I mean, it's funny. I really, you know, in my head, I don't really think of, you know, myself as being extremely successful or famous in a sense, I guess I could say. And I really don't think I'm there yet in my head. I don't know exactly where I am in reality, but I feel, you know, I've just made music. It connects with people, and all I really care about is the music. And so whenever I do stuff like that, I just feel like it's not really connecting in my head, but I kind of like that I'm not getting so consumed by it, just because whatever I've been doing in my house by myself in my studio has been working. And so I don't want to like get myself out of that just mindset of, you know, just being independent and focusing on the music. Like it's been working, so I just don't want to really switch it up.
Love it.
Man, I love the family element to it, man. It's like it goes so far. I mean, all the successful artists that I've seen come through, that's the one thing that they all have in common. The ones that really, really like shine are like it all goes back to family and that support system, and that's awesome. Being a New England guy myself, we talked about this last time. Rhode Island, what is your go-to beach? Where do you spend like if you were to pick one beach, maybe not even in the state? Are you a Squamicut guy?
Man, it's funny. I do like the beach. I don't go a ton, but when I go, it's pretty basic. But the Narragansett Beach, I do like. I feel, you know, my main thing is like going to Iggy's, going to Dell's, hitting, you
Yes.
know, the New England spots. Those are my jam for sure.
I love it. Okay, Thanksgiving's coming up. Any go-to dishes? We just interviewed Wolfgang Puck. He gave us like a how to do a squash soup. Anything that you have to have on your table?
Yeah, it's funny. I was having this conversation the other day. I have friends who they don't even like turkey. They just want ham. And I'm like all about pretty much everything that's, there for Thanksgiving. I love every single piece. But I think my favorite is the green bean casserole. My aunt makes it, but it has like the crispy onions, I think, on top.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, next level. So that's it for me.
Well, you're joining me for sure this Thanksgiving. Golden Hour is going to be playing in the background all week long.
Yeah, man.
I hope so. Let's go.
Speaking of golden hour, so I got to wonder, because I like, in putting myself in your shoes, do you get to like go and see all the TikTok videos made and Instagram posts with your song in them? Do you have the ability to do that, or do you even do that, or do you want to do that?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I've gained so much momentum from my social media, but I actually have all social media is deleted off my phone currently, and I've had it that way for a while. But basically, whenever I want to post something, I will send it to my brother, who will post on behalf of me, and I, tell him everything to say. And if someone sends me a video, I'll be like, "Yo, go comment this for me." But the main thing for me is like, I just feel it's such a vice that like really I've never seen too much reciprocated value when I'm watching things. I just get distracted. Sometimes it gets me down and frustrated. Sometimes it can be really exciting. And I feel like that stuff tends to make its way towards me even when I'm off the app. But for me, I just really have to stay in my zone, and that stuff tends to distract me a little bit. But all of the amazing videos, all of like the duets and stuff like that, people send me those. I'm like, wow, these are just so sick. I have to do something. So I'll duet it. I'll do different things, but I keep it off my phone, honestly.
You have no social media on your phone right now?
Yeah, currently not.
Wow.
You and my husband, I mean, he's the same way, but he doesn't do it for the same reason. He actually, and I don't want to be putting words in your mouth, but are you saying it like really helps your mental health, probably not having it on there?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's there's so many different reasons I've found it's been helpful, but that's one of the big ones for sure.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That is, it's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Jake, man, you are in such good company. I don't know if you know this, but you, Sam Smith, Doja Cat, I mean, there's a ton, Olivia Rodrigo, you all have one important thing in common. I don't know if you know this, but all of you in that group that I just mentioned are iHeartRadio On the Verge artists. So congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
I think the other ones worked out for them. And I see nothing but the same for you, dude. Like, I'm so happy for you, and just your energy and your positivity. It's exactly why we wanted you on, and to shine that light on what you got coming up. And that's, I think, my last question is, what do you got coming up? I know there's a Jimmy Fallon thing. Did the Jimmy Fallon thing already happen?
Yeah, just a few days ago.
Yeah, it was
crazy. Yeah, it was such a crazy experience. Yeah, like what's coming up for me, I mean, I just put up tickets to 2 shows in New York and LA. And LA sold out in like 5 minutes, New York in like less than an hour. And yeah, it was crazy. I only posted on my Instagram too. And so I said that I'd be doing more shows if those sold out. And so we're just trying to put all the pieces together right now, but really looking to, do some live shows soon. And I have so many ideas. So I'm just really pumped for that. That's kind of the big thing on the way.
Yes, keep your genius going. And before we let you go, we ask every guest on this show. It's a loaded question. It's deep, but we want to know, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, for me, the most important thing to me is just my faith and my relationship with God. I feel that is the driving force behind everything that I do. It's, even part of the reason why I've stayed just locally is to be a part of my church and be a part of my community. And, if that's not right for me, everything else is off based. And so when people look at my life, the music is cool, everything else, but, I want to leave that legacy and inspiration in that way.
That is what's up. Oh my
Jake,
goodness.
love you, bro. Hey,
Yes.
I'm I'm gonna go play Golden Hour on the radio if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Oh,
I
by
love
the way,
ya.
I don't know if you're following as we're recording this. US just scored. If you guys are following the World Cup, so there's that as well.
Let's go. Go
You're the good luck
US.
charm, bro. You're the good luck charm.
Love
Jake,
it.
we'll catch up soon. Next time you're in Chicago, we gotta go get some pizza.
Awesome. Will do. Let's go, guys. Thanks so
All
much
right.
for having
Thank
me.
you so much.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.